Hi guys, one song concert time. Take 5. 5 golden takes. All right, let me do this song and we'll do all the chatter afterwards. Right. Let's see if I can get through it. In a time long past, when frost had kissed the dying grass, a farmer met a maid of ice and snow. They shared their love each night, and she filled his heart with such delight, and from her side he knew he'd never go. When the wind sweeps down from the hill, her voice is crying for him still. The prayer by men or beasts can bring shelter to the least. When the deadly gales call his name, seasons drifted by, he stood frozen outside of time. His icy gaze was distant, young and bold. Those that met him in the town felt the chill with him around. His touch could burn you with a searing cold. When the wind sweeps down from the hill, her voice is crying for him still. The prayer by man or beast can bring shelter to the least. When the deadly gales call his name, jealous whispers sow spiteful words that start to grow, dread that makes the humblest of men sin. Evil must be chased away, townsfolk were often heard to say. They set his house on fire with him within. As fire and smoke filled the sky, he faded before bewildered eyes. Nothing was left to show but a trace of melted snow, and the frozen winds held his name. Oh. 'Countless moons have gone, and when the nights embrace the dawn, the ice maid walks the frozen hill alone. Her heart aches for her love, and she screams aloud to the gods above. Bring back the only warmth she'd ever known, calling for the love he once had shown. With the black winds chill, her voice echoes calling still. The prayer by man or beast can bring shelter to the least. As the deadly gales scream out his name, when the deadly gales call his name. Five mistakes. by the rules, I should have stopped at 3, but take 5, and I have been practicing this song. So let me tell you about this song. First, let me celebrate Winston, my beautiful little Winston. My gorgeous little Winston had his neck separated, so I had to stop playing with him. He's probably my favorite toy to noodle on. And, don't know, there's a story about him somewhere. If not, you guys can ask. But I love him. He's an antique, and I had rescued him out of a pile of abused ukuleles, and I love him, love him, love him, love him, love him, love him, love him. And see, he's a Winston. See, he's a Winston. And so, I love my Winston. So, hooray, celebrate, ching, ching, celebrate, celebrate, la. This song is called The Ice Maiden, and it is a lescat, and which... The story behind it is I had started writing it at a FOM. I think it was 2 FOMs ago. Could be last FOM. I can't remember. It's been 2 years, I believe, though. And I had reproached Leslie Fish. Let's write a song together. And then she ended up sick and disappeared. So I ended up having to carry on alone. But she still put in a lot of input. There's a couple of words in there that are hers. There's a couple of notes that are definitely hers and mine put together. It's just, it's been a long, long haul. And this song had me in song prison in that I could not seem to produce anything because of this song. It was the worst. And finally, a few days ago, I thought it was finished, so I tried to play it at Gefilk. And I get too anxious and too uptight when it comes to revealing a new song. I should do it with one song concerts first before playing them at a convention, I think, because it's easier. Mark Gunn gave me some really good input, and so I had to go back to the drawing board, and after talking to Leslie about it a little bit, the refrain, "As fire and smoke fill the sky," when I finally, after a lot of struggling, because there was a refrain, but it just wasn't right. Once that refrain got finally put in, the song just kind of said, okay, I'll behave now. And so I've been playing this thing to the point that the tips of my fingers are very sore because the words changed. So whereas I have the old words memorized, not the new ones, and that's why I have the words over here in front of me, because I didn't want to mess up. There's 2 parts I'm still struggling with. But I'm pleased, and the reason why it's a lescat is because in the 80s heyday, Mercedes Lackey and Leslie teamed up and produced a lot of music together, and so they called them Leslacks. And that's not the only folk music that the writer was had a name that was an amalgamation, but it's the one I know. And so I had joked with Leslie and said it's a lescat, and she thought it was funny, so it's a lescat. I have to admit, the times that I've played it in public has been met with polite applause. That's right, you tell them, Winston. Yes, they are, aren't they? Yeah, I agree, but you better watch your mouth. It's a shame, but because Leslie Fish is involved, I have had one person not even listen. Which is a shame. Leslie is an amazing artist, and having her input on this song has helped me out enormously and helped me to grow enormously as a songwriter and composer. I think without her help and input, such as it is, that the song wouldn't have gotten as far as it has gotten. Same thing with Mark Gunn. I owe Mark Gunn a lot of thanks. For being there and supportive, because I was going to walk away from the song at one point. I didn't know Leslie was in the hospital, and she wasn't responsive, and I thought it's because she hated it and she was avoiding me. I can't help but low self-esteem, and I try. He really, really encouraged me not to give up, and he has been there through a lot of the song's way. So I'm hoping that this finished version pleases you. I will, of course, be recording a bad version if I can get my microphone to work to put up on Bandcamp. because if I can start earning, well, that's wrong to say. It's not that I'm in it for the earning. It's nice, but it's really nice to hear people's input. I mean, that's just like, it gives me a thrill. But if I can raise enough money, I would indeed like to have a couple of my songs recorded professionally, just because I'm not getting any younger. Anyway, that's right, Winston. It's time to go. I hope you enjoyed. He's ready to go. He's ready to practice. Find something else to learn. Down by where the rushes grew by the river. Okay, bye-bye.